like my truth uncensored. My whole network viral. 12 and a half get you a quarterback. I got them shits flying like spirals.
What's good and what up? It's your brother Sam, and here at Viral Hip Hop News. Do me a favor, fam, before we get started with the content. Y'all know what to do. Go up top and hit that like button. Alright, so if you clicked into this video right now, you already know the situation that Meek Mill finds himself in. Although, yes, he is free and he's living a great life, he does have currently over his head looming the probation, 10 years long at this point. Any hiccup, anything he may do wrong, or anything that Judge Genece Brinkley finds that she doesn't like, he could potentially lose his freedom and find himself in jail again. There's been a number of reasons why Meek Mill should not even be on probation, why he should not even be going through this. That being said, he found himself in jail a few years back. We all remember everyone in the outpouring of people claiming and wanting his innocence. And then we see now him not being able to travel, him losing money from tour dates because Judge Brinkley will not give this man any breathing room, even though the cop at the time in one of his cases was proven to be dirty, and that case should be thrown out. Even though it's been a decade long, she still just has it out for this man. Well, that being said, we have some breaking news on Wednesday. Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner weighed in on rapper Meek Mill's legal situation today, and he filed an appeal with the Pennsylvania Superior Court that asked for a new trial and, yes, a new judge. Now, in a document, Krasner highlights the public perception of unfairness and bias throughout Meek Mill's highly public trial and instances where Brinkley overstepped her duties as a judge. This included checking up on Meek while he was performing community service at a homeless shelter. Now, Meek Mill should be awarded a post-conviction relief in the form of a new trial. Quote, Krasner, the appeal says. Now, in the alternative, his rescue motion should be granted, and this matter should be remanded for a violation of probation hearing before a new judge. Now, Meek Mill's legal team on Wednesday called this appeal a huge legal victory. We are very pleased that the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office has confirmed to the Superior Court that Meek is entitled to have his conviction vacated, Meek Mill's attorney Jordan Save said in a statement. The brief is also significant in that it marks the first time that a DA has publicly outlined in writing that it supports Judge Brinkley's rescue based on her appearance of partiality, public perception of unfairness, and bias. Now, Brinkley has reportedly denied post-conviction relief for the rapper and previously demands from his legal team to rescue herself from the case. To give you a backstory, if you don't know, last year Brinkley issued a 47-page decision denying his request. Brinkley in 2018, her ruling came a week after a 2-hour evidentiary hearing during which the rapper's lawyer asked Brinkley to reconsider the initial conviction. The judge showed skepticism over the PCRA request. During the hearing, Brinkley appeared disinclined to use the credibility of former Philadelphia police officer Reginald Graham, who is among a group of officers on a do not call to testify list kept by the district attorney's office as a standalone reason to have Mill's conviction overturned, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. You don't have to pass the bar. You don't got to be in the courtroom millions of times over to understand that this man does not, I repeat, does not need to be on probation. 10 years, 11 years is ridiculous as it is, on top of the fact that the crimes that he was allegedly said to commit, he did not do. So it should be a no-brainer. But we also heard the rumblings of there being a personal issue, her wanting maybe a family member to get on. Meek Mill ignored her. I mean, this is just a fucking mess. In any other case, any other instance, you would see a new judge in this situation. But, I mean, Meek Mill has to continue to go through this. But like I read, that's courtesy of NBC News in Philadelphia, this is the first time that a DA publicly put on record, on paper, that a judge should be dismissed from a case and that a defendant, should receive a new judge. Very, very huge news coming out of Philadelphia. Hopefully, we can see an end to this situation and Meek Mill can find himself free to be able to travel, to be able to make money, to be able to do what a man is supposed to be able to do. He served his time that he shouldn't have even had to serve, and now he should be able to move on and live on. That's just my 1-2. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section right now. Let me know what you think. Also, on the back end of this video, I will put myself and Old God's commentary from the Uncensored Truth podcast on Meek Mill yesterday and the fears that he may have to deal with while going through this situation, still being on probation, and now people wanting to sue him for wrongful death. I mean, this is a mess. You think you're on top of the world. You would assume that Meek Mill, just being famous, all the money you would think just be on the highlight. But every day he wakes up, he has to worry about getting put in jail. And it's sad. Hopefully he finds an end to it and he can move forward. Y'all leave a comment, like I said, in the comment section. Also in the description box, just links to our Twitter and IG, which you also see up top. Make sure you subscribe to all the movements that myself, Sam Ant, CEO of Our Hip Hop News, runs. Push Up with Sam Ant, Our Hip Hop News, of course, and the Uncensored Truth podcast from my brother, Oh God. You can find all those links in the description box. And make sure you subscribe to our iTunes version of the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all major online outlets. We appreciate each and every one of y'all support. Stay tuned to the back end of this video. This is Our Hip Hop News, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.
According to court documents, that are out there right now, Meek Mill is asking a judge to order that he does not have to sit for a deposition in a lawsuit being brought by the estate of Travis Ward. Now, Travis Ward is one of, I think, 2 or 3 people that's suing Meek Mill for a 2017 concert in Connecticut, where Meek Mill pretty much, somebody got killed. A few people got killed at his concert. It was just his concert.
Okay.
He didn't, have anything to do with the shooting, but they went ahead and filed wrongful death lawsuits against Meek Mill. $3 million each, it says here, according to this article. And it's a crazy situation because what can you really do? It's like you got a concert, you performing, somebody gets shot. But the people pretty much said, like, all right, it was your responsibility to make sure that you had proper security. They also cited that Meek Mill's lyrics would incite violence.
Oh my God.
They also cited again in the lawsuit that Meek Mill's other concerts also had shootings. Now Meek Mill and his team have denied all allegations. They said they don't want to talk. They don't want to give it any information. He had nothing to do with it. He was performing. This happened with other people outside his concert. So Meek's lawyer, is obviously fighting right now, to keep, him out of court. Now, we were also speaking about him being on probation and that, possibly affecting that because he's caught up in another legal, situation. But what do you think about this right now, man? Meek Mill pretty much, media meddles, niggas sue you settle, man. Jay-Z said this back in the day, man. But go ahead, man. What you think?
This is a bigger deal than it should be, and it's crazy. And I want to even be careful on how I speak on it because we have genuine love for Meek Mill, and he's in a situation right now where he has no business having involvement in it. Hell, he's performing. Something happens while he's performing, and now he's held liable for it. Not given the current situation he's in with the current judge in the situation that we all know about. You don't want to be involved in these things. You don't want your name even closely associated with these things because any little thing could just spark we all know. Mm-hmm. And I obviously understand somebody died in the situation and you have lawyers in place that are saying, okay, we're going to go with the person with the biggest pockets, or we're going to go at the person with the biggest notoriety to see if we can settle out of court, get you something for this shit and get it out of here, because nobody in that position, given their past or given their situation or not, is going to want to deal with that. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to settle, even though they ain't have nothing to do with the fucking security. That's the concert promotion and things like that, venue team and things like that. And they have no business doing that. That's just how lawyers work. So
right.
You just wish this wasn't happening to Meek Mill right now, given his circumstances.
Well,
hell, he can't even lead the country right now. Dealing with bullshit with that,
Yeah, his lawyer actually said this. He had the notice deposition of Mills, a thinly veiled attempt to harass a public figure who had no relationship to the plaintiff's injuries to try to extract a nuisance settlement. He said the court should not permit this abuse. The lawsuit brought forth by 2 separate estates alleged that Meek and Oakdale Musical Theater and Live Nation are held responsible for the death of 2 individuals. As such, mainly negligence is placed at the center of these accusations. So obviously they came after, like you said, anybody that was connected to this that had any deep pockets, like I'm not going to say that I don't blame them.
Right.
This is just the way things go in America.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have somebody died, okay, something like with the whole OJ thing and everything, we got to go and you know, try to get some type of financial compensation because the life is lost, and we're sorry to hear
understand that,
because
right.
people from the family, obviously, we don't want to seem like, you know, insensitive.
No,
be watching this, and we're sorry that somebody had to die.
And you deserve compensation for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, it's going to be a day, like you said, somebody comes, they want to bring a lawsuit for whatever. You just settle out because it's not worth the chance you going and losing and have to pay the whole thing. So you give them what they want, keep it moving. It costs to be the boss.
Exactly. I mean, and hopefully Meek 9 times out of 10 is going to do that, get it out, and nothing else comes of this. Hopefully, let's just keep it at that.
Yeah, definitely. Remember to tune into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. We going in today.
Truth uncensored, my whole network viral. 12 and a half get you a quarterback. I got them shits flying like spirals. I like my truth uncensored, my whole network viral. 12 and a half get you a quarterback. I got them shits flying like spirals. You're now tuned into the greatest. Motherfucker, you ain't never lie. If them people watching us like YouTube, then tell them motherfuckers like and subscribe. If the blunt's stale, I still click a bell.